Hello, welcome to a thrift haul. I'm gonna have the camera facing this direction for the duration of the video, and I'm just gonna pop things onto that table into frame. So this is my guest room. I have done the least amount of prettifying in this room. The walls are just white. I painted the walls white when this was my room for like 2 weeks whenever my parents owned the building. So yeah, some of the stuff that I thrifted is for this room. This table is for this room. I thrifted. This table was at the first stop. I went thrifting with my brother. Went and visited him, and we we went out and had a fun time. I haven't cleaned it yet, and it is clapboard. It's not real wood, so yeah, it's not. It was $10, so that's a pretty good deal, I think, and I needed something in here to put a TV on for whoever is staying here. Next thing I got, I'm kind of going a little out of order because this is from the Goodwill, not today when I went thrifting with my brother, but yesterday. It is this antique mirror. I originally had planned on putting this vertically in the bathroom, but now that I see it right there, I think I want to just keep it in the guest room and maybe not even put a TV there, maybe mount a TV on this wall over here and just do pretty things right there. The table has a bottom shelf too that I could put maybe some blankets and some books on there, maybe a couple baskets. Anyway, very pretty. This was $19.99, but I have been looking for a mirror, and that's about how much they cost on Facebook Marketplace, so I was pleased. The next box of things, this is just a whole box of little trinkets I got at the same place I got the table at, and the whole box of stuff was $8, so let me just go ahead and show you what was all in the box. This right here is the first thing, and it's just a lampshade, and the stripes are kind of crooked, but it's got these mauvey purple colors, and for the guest room I really want to focus on green and purple, like grapes kind of, and I want it to be kind of a very grape wine colored room. You'll see another thing I got that's that color. Next thing I got from the same thrift shop in that little $8 box is this centerpiece, this Christmas centerpiece, and it's got a little spot for a candle right there, some chestnuts, maybe pine cones, different kinds of greenery, some little empty things I need to cut out, berries over here. I just think it's very, very cute. Also, I haven't cleaned anything yet, but I'm going to. I clean everything after I get it, so yeah. Anyway, there's that. It's on a little foam block, but I'm probably just going to set it down on the table. Next thing from that thrift store is this little pumpkin basket. I have one that looks just like it. I have its brother that's a little more squat and wide, and this one is deeper and kind of thicker, and I thought it would be so cute to have a pair, so I picked this one up also. Since the foliage is super cheap there, they basically just hand it to you, and this is something I saw. Oh, I broke it. Please hold. Okay, I fixed it. Anyway, this is something I saw where I liked the colors, and I knew it would just be like 5 cents to add them to the basket, so I just picked these up. Also on these, I'm going to have to cut a couple of stems off that don't have any flowers on them anymore, but it's just this little orangey, reddy colored flower things. Next thing I got is, it's another thing where I was like, it's small, and they don't charge a lot for things that are small, so I'm just going to pick it up. I don't really know what it's for exactly, but it's just this wire with these pretty green beads on it. I am a sucker for green accents. I just love little like fabric or trinkets that are just green that I can throw around everywhere. Because green is one of my favorite colors, but I don't like it on the walls. I just like to sprinkle it around places. So let me go ahead and take these out of the package. Wow. Is this good ASMR? No. There we go. Add them in. This is so pretty. This is so cool. This is what they look like outside of the package. Look at that. Look how fun. Oh my gosh, I love them. So glad I got these. And again, these were in the box that cost $8. All right, the next thing that was in that box that I got is this cookbook. And it just looks very autumnal, which is the reason I picked it up. Naturally Great Foods Cookbook. And I took the dust cover off, and the hardback looks exactly the same. So if the dust cover ever gets ruined, then I have the pretty hardback. But I have a couple of cookbooks in my kitchen that are like high tea or afternoon tea cookbooks, and they're yellow and pink, so they don't really match the fall stuff. So I thought that would be fun to replace it, so I got that. Alright, next two things I got are also media. I saw this book, The Faith of Our Fathers, What America's Founders Really Believed. I thought that would be a really good read. So it looks like a short read too, so that's going to be a bathroom book. And I also got this little golden book because I collect them, and I also play piano, kind of. No, boy, don't jump on that table. Can you see him in the reflection? No, you can't. But anyway, there's some sweet hymns in it. It's actually music, which is why I got it. I thought that was really sweet. And I'm not really good at playing 4-part hymns because that's not my primary instrument. So I can play them at about 40 beats per minute, but I can play them all the same. It's just, I think they're so beautiful. Hymns are my favorite genre of music. Another media thing I got is Mary Poppins on VHS. I already have Mary Poppins, but I collect the Masterpiece Collection and the Classic Collection, and I don't have Mary Poppins in the Masterpiece Collection, so I got that to add to my bookshelf beside the rest of my Masterpiece Collection. I'm trying to figure out how to get the camera to where you can see all of the things, but it's, guess I'm just gonna have to cram. Kitty, what are you doing? Alright, next thing from the same thrift store. I've got a couple more things that are decorations, and then I have a couple of clothing items. I got this pillowcase. It's got some tapestry in the middle. That's from the centerpiece. And then velvet, and the ends have this little fringe. It says $10, but I got it in the bag for $8 because this is an awesome thrift store and they care about good prices. So there's that. Beautiful. Alright, last thing that is, oh no, it's not the last thing. I forgot. Okay, second to last thing that's decor kind of. I got this serving platter. I think it is so pretty. I don't really know what is supposed to go on here, but I'm thinking like meats and cheeses, crackers, and then some kind of a little cup with dip. That's what I'm thinking. And then here is the brand, Paramount Ivory. It's beautiful. Love that design. Alright, so the clothes, I'm going to put them in frame, and then I'm going to put them on the bottom shelf because meh. Clothes are clothes. The decorations are more my favorite thing. But I saw this top, and I could not leave it there because it is so unique. It's very odd. I think, here's what I think. I think I'm going to take this fur off. It looks kind of like a Viking queen top. But it's really long. It's like a really long tunic, and it's very square, which I like. I don't like things to be tight on me. But look at this fabric. I mean, even if I don't end up wearing it as a shirt, if like I take this stuff off and it doesn't look good after that, I mean, imagine it as like a pillowcase or just like laid on top of or underneath something, like laid on a table to be like, I don't know, just a little pop of color. I think that's really pretty. You can't really see it in its full glory. Let me see if I can do one of these here. Very pretty. And then at the bottom, it's got that weird fluff on it. Alright, I keep on moving it thinking that I'm going to show more, and then I don't. There's just nowhere to really put this that will work like that. I found this sweater. It is spectacular. And I relate. I'm going to be wearing this a lot this winter. Awesome. Alright, final thing in that little box I got for $8 are these 3 magnets that look like birdhouses. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. It's a little blue bird. These are so pretty. I'm going to put them probably on my stove in my kitchen because my stove is magnetique. This one is actually missing the magnet on the back. I can find one somewhere. Okay, my sincerest apologies for changing it so much. I just don't like where it is, and I don't know, I just am not gonna keep the clothes in frame. This next place I stopped at, I spent, oh gosh, like $16, I think. The prices were not very good and the people were very rude, so I'm not gonna go back. But I found some cool things. I'm gonna do clothes first because I only bought 2 clothing things. One of them I bought for my dad, and I already left at his house, so I don't have that with me. But second thing is this skirt for Christmas. It's a red tartan plaid, and it's got that tulle look to it. It's about a midi skirt, so it comes down about halfway between my knee and my ankle. So got that skirt. Very pretty, very nice. This was, I think $1. Alright, and I've got 3 more things that I got from this thrift shop. This one, just some yarn string gold Christmas ornaments. She didn't even put a price on that. I just got it. Next thing, I'm gonna DIY a little bit. It's a little adorable topiary. Oh my gosh, isn't it cute? What I'm gonna do, I just am in love with this little ball part right here, so that's gonna stay just like that. I'm gonna pop these out, this little plastic part, and I'm gonna paint the bottom black. So that's what that's gonna look like. It's so adorable. I didn't realize I don't have 1 thing left. I have 2, but I'm still gonna show you my favorite thing that I found, and it is this gorgeous copper teapot. It did not have the lid, unfortunately, but I'm collecting things like this with the copper and then the brass for my kitchen, and it was $4, which is a lot for something missing the lid and for the rude people that were there. But yeah, I love it. I'm gonna enjoy collecting more things like this. Very pretty. Alright, that is a lot of stuff going on, but I have one more thing to add, and it is something else for this room. You kind of saw it peeking out over here in this area, but it is this pillow. I'm not afraid of thrifting pillows. I know how to clean them. I just throw them in the washing machine if I can't get the cover off, and they'll be fine. But I love the colors. I love the mauvey, purpley pink color, and the pattern. It's very Victorian. So that is that I got. Alright, after playing with it a bit, that's all the decorations in frame. That's what I got, and how much total did that cost? So I spent, I don't even remember, did I say? $16 at one thrift store, $18 at another. So under $40 for the table and all that cool good stuff, and the clothes down below, as you can see right there. Thank you for watching my thrift haul, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!